We have a direct, I mentioned it earlier, MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, it's an agreement. So how these agreements typically work is you pay tuition at your home institution, so ESU, so you could still use your financial aid. But when you go to one of our global partners, you pay housing and you pay your meals. You pay for your meal plan. What would happen if you were getting financial aid is you would pay the tuition here, and if you typically get a reimbursement check, you would just get a larger refund, and you could use that money to pay for housing or the meal plan while you were abroad at one of our global partners. So we have several in Germany. The University of Applied Sciences of Berlin is in Germany. Bielefeld University of Applied Sciences, also in Germany. University of Wuppertal in Germany. We have Jaén University in Spain. I should also mention we're in the process of signing some additional agreements for exchange with the University of Cordoba, which is also in Spain. I have to update the website. And another school in Germany called Koblenz-Landau that we'll be working with in the near future. Also have one in the Netherlands, Fontys University of Applied Sciences. A few in China, Chongsha University of Science and Technology. One school in Taiwan, Chinese Culture University. And again in China, Henan University. Students don't take advantage of studying at these schools as much as I'd like. It's because we do have ISEP, and it just offers so many other opportunities. But whenever you see an exchange student on our campus, they're probably from one of these schools. They send us many more exchange students than we send them, but we find a way to have them reciprocate in other ways. And that's how ISEP works as well. It's a reciprocal program. So like I said, you pay your tuition, your meal plan, and your housing here. So how many students we send out, ISEP will send us the same amount of students. So if we send out 7 students through ISEP, we'll receive 7 students. And they're basically taking your spot. So you'll pay for the least expensive housing on campus right now, which is Lenape. So you'll pay for Lenape, a 19 meals per week meal plan, and your tuition. So when an exchange student comes here, he stays in Lenape, he or she stays in Lenape, and then they're basically taking your spot there, and then they take the meal plan that you paid for, and then same thing. So it's a reciprocal program. So that's how it works, and you're able to use your financial aid. So right now, I'll quickly go over ISEP. The easiest way to find ISEP is if you just put in Google, type in ISEP, it's the first 2 to pop up, and you just go under here. You can go start a search. And it'll ask you, typically, I was in here earlier, but it'll ask you what school are you affiliated with. So you'll just type in East Stroudsburg University, it'll pop up. They just want to make sure that while you're looking that you're a member, your school is a member of ISEP. So as you can see, there's 295 programs worldwide. Some schools have multiple programs, but it ends up being, like I said, over 160 universities in over 60 countries. When I look, I'm just going to show you how to navigate. So it may be a little bit different now that COVID, but we'll see what pops up. So we'll just do a simple one. We'll do fall semester for this year. We'll do next year just to be safe. I'm just going to do the UK because it seems to be one of the most popular, and it's English speaking. So you can type in where you're looking, Europe, where to, United Kingdom. Field of study, I would leave blank. I should have mentioned this earlier. When you do go to study abroad, I would suggest leaving electives and your gen eds. If you could take a few courses in your major, that would be great. But it's very difficult. Sometimes you need certain courses to graduate. And I think the best time to go is your sophomore or junior year. Your senior year, the courses are so specific, it might be difficult to find that particular course. So I tell students, try to save some electives and gen eds when they go abroad. If you're a business management major, great, you could probably find those classes, not a problem. But if you're something like speech pathology, it might be much more difficult to find certain courses. So again, I encourage you to save some of your electives or gen eds when you go abroad. Just talk to your advisor about that. So I would leave field of study blank unless you really want to find your major, but I'll leave it blank for now. Language, obviously English, and I do more filters. Undergraduate, there's also internships available, so if you're interested, please come see me about that. And then I also hit exchange. There's two types, there's exchange and direct. Exchange means you can use your financial aid. If you select a direct program, you have to pay out of pocket. So make sure you're selecting an exchange program if you plan on using financial aid. And then you just hit apply. Typically there's 7 or 8 that will pop up. Okay, so I applied the filters for ISEP, and as you can see, there's 11 programs in the UK, and they all pop up here on the left. So depending on what part of the country you want to go, again, there's a map here. If you have a certain city you want it to be near. Most people say I'd like to be near London, so I'll just pick the closest to London. Click on there, University of Roehampton. You can click on here. So they'll give you a brief synopsis of the school, the demographic, a contact. You can go directly to Bailey. She is more knowledgeable of each of these programs. I know some general information, but this way I'm not the middleman. You could go right to someone at ISEP and they can give you definitive answers that I may not have the answers to. So they also provide usually some pictures. You can see, no, it's not allowing me to open it up. As you can see, it's in London. You can see the eye in the back here. And they can show you pictures of the surrounding community and the campus. So this will give you an idea. So you can look at, there's Big Ben in Parliament. This is probably taken from right near the eye. So there's the eye again, like I said, in the background. And some students outside. So it's a great way to learn about each school that you may be interested in, and then they always provide a link straight to the school itself. This way you could look at the course catalog, if they offer your major, things like that. So I won't go too deep into that. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to have a phone conversation, Zoom, whatever it may be. Quickly, I thought I would just go over the application. I thought I had it open, so I apologize about that. I do not. So to study abroad, we do ask for a 2.75 GPA. I'm very lenient with that. I don't think that's your GPA is the end-all determinant if you should go. I've had many students who did not meet that criteria, who were bilingual or multilingual, traveled through many countries, who still had the opportunity that we sent them abroad, even though they didn't meet that criteria. And I've had students that had a 4.0, but after speaking with them, felt they were not ready to study abroad. So, like I said, we asked for a 2.75, but it's lenient. Here's the deadlines. I could send this to you if you request. A checklist of what you need. So very simple. You go through the application. Obviously this is self-explanatory, just your basic information that you ask. We ask you to sign some risk and release forms. We do provide insurance for you whenever you study abroad. We cover it. I cover it from my budget. So any student that studies abroad is covered with insurance. We ask you to sign a release of information form, which is a FERPA form. In case anything should happen, I could share your medical records. If you're going abroad, I could share your transcripts, things like that. And then a statement of commitment form. Just letting you know if something should happen and you back out last minute, that is on you. We just ask you to sign a few of these forms. We do ask for 2 academic references. They could be anyone on campus, a faculty member who you have good rapport with. It doesn't have to be someone in your major. So just ask them to fill this out. It'll take them 5 minutes. They just check off if they think you're academically capable, your maturity, social skills, things like that. And then they give it back to me after they write a few comments and if they recommend you for the program or not. So you receive 2 of these. We ask for your medical information. Obviously, if something happens while you're abroad, we have that information in advance. We ask you to write a short essay, just why you'd like to study abroad. This just helps my office when we're advising students be better advisors. What you're looking to do might give us some ideas. And then again, you just have to sign a form how the credits are going to transfer. You'll work with the chair of your department, depending on what courses. Again, I'll walk you through this just to make sure that you're completing courses and they're going to transfer back the way that you expect. We have the department sign off on all the courses that you take while you're abroad. So that's it with that. Again, coming up on, I'm trying to keep this less than 50 minutes because I know most courses are typically 50 minutes. So again, I hope you take advantage of the opportunities here at ESU. I know this was a lot of information, but traveling is one of the greatest things. It's a great gift that you should give yourself. Please come see me. Please email me, get in contact with me. Again, my name is Steve Ives. I'm the Director for International Programs. I'll put my information up here one more time. So you can get it. Again, I'm in Stroud 103, and I hope I see you guys. And hopefully you'll be back on campus soon enough. So thank you for your time, and hopefully see you guys soon. Thanks.